Welcome to the magical world of kimchi, that divine dish made from Napa cabbage and bold spices, where every leaf is pampered and transformed into the ultimate kimchi delight. Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a flavorful and colorful adventure inside the kimchi factory. Our story starts in lush green fields, where young Napa cabbages are carefully grown. These gentlemen and ladies of the cabbage world are nurtured with cool water and warm sunlight, like Hollywood stars basking in the spotlight. Once they reach their prime, they are harvested and swiftly transported to the factory, where the dramatic transformation awaits. Upon arriving at the factory, the cabbages are given a thorough bath. They're soaked in a light saltwater solution to cleanse and relax. Imagine them floating around like they're at a luxury spa, just missing some soothing music and scented candles. This saltwater soak not only cleans the cabbages but also helps them absorb the flavors, gearing up for the next stage of their transformation. Once squeaky clean, the cabbages are neatly laid out on long conveyor belts like a line of eager participants waiting for a makeover. Now the spice party begins. Legendary ingredients like fiery red chili powder, minced garlic, green onions, ginger, and a dash of fish sauce, the secret ingredient, are mixed together to form a vibrant red paste. Diligent and skillful robots then apply this paste evenly to each leaf, ensuring every bit is thoroughly coated and glowing with flavor. After being thoroughly made up, the cabbages are transferred to large containers to begin the fermentation process. This is the crucial moment, the magic stage. The cabbages spend a few days marinating, soaking in all the flavors from the spices and starting the natural fermentation process. Beneficial bacteria work hard to turn the cabbages into kimchi with its signature tangy, spicy, and slightly sweet taste. Imagine them dancing and partying inside the container, creating those wonderful flavors for our kimchi. Finally, when the kimchi has reached its peak of deliciousness, it's carefully packed into glass jars or safe plastic containers. Each jar is labeled and goes through strict quality checks before being shipped out. From here, these jars of fiery kimchi embark on their journey to supermarkets, restaurants, and your dining table. So from an ordinary Napa cabbage leaf, through an exciting adventure, kimchi has become an essential dish on your table. Kimchi is not a recent invention. In fact, it has existed for over 3,000 years. Originally, kimchi didn't have the spicy kick it has today. It wasn't until the 16th century, when chili peppers were introduced to Korea, that kimchi took on the bold, spicy flavor we know and love. Since then, red chili has become an essential ingredient in kimchi. Did you know that there are many different varieties of kimchi? Depending on the ingredients and methods of preparation, the flavor and texture of kimchi can vary. Some popular types include Beichu kimchi, Napa cabbage kimchi, Kakdugi, cubed radish kimchi, oi sobagi, stuffed cucumber kimchi, and Nabak kimchi, water-based kimchi. Each type has its own unique taste, but all are equally delicious. Kimchi is renowned for its high nutritional content and numerous health benefits. Thanks to the natural fermentation process, kimchi is packed with beneficial probiotics like lactobacillus, which promote gut health. Additionally, kimchi is rich in vitamins A, B, C, fiber, and antioxidants, which help boost the immune system and prevent diseases. Some studies even suggest that kimchi may reduce the risk of cancer and heart disease. Kimchi making is considered an important part of Korean culture, to the extent that there's even a dedicated event called Kimjang for making kimchi. Kimjang usually takes place in the fall, when people gather to prepare and make kimchi for the winter months. This process is not just about food, but also a time to strengthen community bonds and pass down kimchi-making secrets from one generation to the next. Kimchi is a staple in almost every Korean meal, from breakfast to lunch to dinner. It's typically served as a side dish, but it can also be a key ingredient in many other dishes like kimchi jjigae, kimchi stew, kimchi bakiyeonbap, kimchi fried rice, and kimchi jeon, kimchi pancakes. With its distinctive flavor, kimchi has become an integral part of Korean cuisine and is beloved around the world. It may sound surprising, but there's a dedicated research institute for kimchi in Korea, known as the World Institute of Kimchi. Here, researchers study different types of kimchi, new preparation techniques, and the health benefits of kimchi. They even explore ways to extend kimchi's shelf life without compromising its flavor. In 2013, UNESCO recognized kimjang, the tradition of making kimchi in Korea, as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. This highlights that kimchi is not just a dish, but a cultural symbol, reflecting the spirit of community and the long-standing traditions of the Korean people. Kimchi is not only a flavorful dish, but also rich in cultural significance and health benefits. With these fun facts, I hope you'll appreciate kimchi even more and learn something new about this unique traditional food.
Kimchi is not only a common dish in Korea, but also plays an important role in diplomatic relations. One of the most famous stories is from 1996, when Korea sent kimchi to the Russian Mir space station for the first time. This was the first time kimchi had traveled into space. It not only provided Korean astronauts with a taste of home, but also demonstrated to the world the cultural significance of kimchi to the Korean people. During the Korean War, 1950-1953, kimchi was an essential food for the Korean people. As food became scarce, kimchi turned into a primary source of nutrition, thanks to its natural fermentation and long shelf life. Koreans even used everything they could, from wild greens to radishes, to make kimchi during the difficult times. Kimchi became a symbol of perseverance and unity during the war. King Sejong, 1397 to 1450, one of Korea's greatest rulers, has an interesting connection to kimchi. According to legend, during his reign, kimchi was made without chili peppers, as they hadn't been introduced to Korea yet. One time, while tasting the mildly sour kimchi, King Sejong felt that the dish needed a bit more strength. Although there wasn't a fitting way to spice up the dish at that time, when chili peppers were introduced to Korea in the 16th century, kimchi evolved to have the spicy flavor that King Sejong had wished for. In Korea, kimchi is such a vital part of daily life that it's no surprise the country hosts many kimchi-making competitions. One of the most famous is the Kimchi Grand Prix, attracting thousands of participants from all over the world. Contestants compete to create the most flavorful and creative kimchi. One of the standout winners was an American who learned how to make kimchi from Korean friends and eventually took home the grand prize with his unique version of the dish. If you're a fan of Korean dramas, K-dramas, you've probably seen kimchi pop up on screen many times. From scenes where the main characters make kimchi during the kimjang season to moments where they eat rice with kimchi after a long day, kimchi is often used to create a sense of familiarity and reflect everyday Korean life. Kimchi is more than just food. In Korean dramas, it's a symbol of warmth, family, and togetherness. In 1988, when Seoul hosted the Summer Olympics, Korea was determined to introduce kimchi to the world. Kimchi became one of the dishes served to international athletes and tourists. While some foreigners were initially puzzled by the strong flavor of kimchi, many quickly grew fond of it. This event played a significant role in making kimchi an international dish, gaining popularity across the globe. Kimchi isn't just linked to traditional culture, it also appears in modern music. One of the most amusing examples is the mention of kimchi in Psy's global hit song Gangnam Style in 2012. Psy joked that besides music and dancing, kimchi is one of the things that makes Koreans famous. This reference helped bring more attention to kimchi from international fans and further cemented its place in pop culture.